So with everyone quarantined, or well, almost everyone quarantined from COVID-19, there have been a lot of things that I read online where it was like, hey, you should take advantage of this extra time to learn a new skill. Or, hey, if you've had a dream and you've been talking about it for a long time, you really have to take this time to take advantage of it and go for it. Because if you don't do that now, you're never gonna do it, you're wasting your time. Now, it's not that this is bad or anything, but I do think that there are aspects of our culture where it's really all about work, work, work. And I feel like our culture does praise people for overworking themselves. So today I want to tell you guys a story that really changed my perspective on how much you really need to work to achieve what you want to get. And hopefully it'll, change your mindset as well. Maybe not a full 180, but at least provide some sort of perspective to the way that you think. So the story goes like this. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my podcast, Vicurious. The story that I'm going to tell you guys is about the fisherman and the banker. I'm probably going to butcher it and not say exactly as it is, but I'll make sure that you guys at least get the key takeaway out of it. Hope you guys enjoy. So one day there was this investment banker and he was on vacation to some tropical island. He was walking around and on the coast he saw some random fishermen just chilling on his boat. He walked up to him and he noticed that he had quite a few fish and they were like really big quality fish. But he noticed that the fisherman was just on his boat, chilling, lying down, taking a nap. So the banker said, "Hey, what are you doing?" The fisherman said, "Oh, I just caught my fish for the day, so I'm just relaxing." And then the banker said, "Well, what do you normally do for the rest of the day after you finish fishing?" And the fisherman said, "I'll normally just take a nap, spend some quality time with family, or go into the city and play my guitar with some friends." Noticing that the fish were really high quality, the banker said, "You should actually be using this time to catch even more fish." And the fisherman said, "Well, what would I do after I catch all those fish?" And then the banker said, "Well, with all those fish, you can start selling most of them instead of just catching enough for you and your family. And you could use that money to buy even more boats." And then the fisherman said, "Well, what would I do with all that extra money and all those extra boats?" And then the banker said, "You can start upgrading those boats to get even bigger boats. Then you can start franchising this so that you have a whole fleet of people working for your fishing business. And then maybe you could even own most of the supply chain so that you have a more vertically integrated fishing company. Of course, if you want to do this, you're going to have to leave this island and go to a much bigger city for you to actually grow this corporation." And then the fisherman said, "But Mr. Banker, how long will this take?" And the banker said, "Approximately 15, 20 years. But after that, you're going to make millions. You're going to be rich." And then the fisherman said, "Millions? Well, what would I do after that?" And then the banker said, "Well, you could do whatever you want. You can retire. You can just take naps whenever you want. You can spend quality time with your family, or you could even go into the city to play your guitar with some friends." So, based on this story, I think this is something that many of us fall victim to. Where, for example, let's say you really, really want to achieve this goal, whether it's financially or career or whatever it is, you really want to attain this goal. And in order to do that, you're cutting out a lot of things in your life and you're sacrificing this, sacrificing that, saying, "I don't need to do that right now. I just need to focus." And as a result, you may actually give up the things that you actually enjoy doing in life. So for example, this happened to me at my first job. I really wanted to succeed from a career perspective. So I started cutting out a lot of things. I said, "Hey, no more, watching videos, no more this, no more that." And at that time, I played a lot of softball with my friends. There came a point where I was like, maybe I should just stop playing softball, stop hanging out with my friends like this, because with that time I could grow myself and, develop professionally. But then I thought, what would I do anyways if I were to become that successful? I'd probably gather up a bunch of my friends and play softball. Same thing with video games. If anyone here plays Super Smash Bros, hit me up, down to play. But anyways, I love playing Super Smash Bros. It's probably the top game that I play. And at one point I even said, maybe I should cut this out because I'm spending a little bit too much time on it. I want to focus on other things. And then again, I went back to my thought of, honestly, if I became super rich and super, whatever my goals were, I'd probably play Super Smash Bros with my friends. So let's not give up that limited time that I have to actually play with my friends. What if 5 or 10 years later, people would just stop playing this game and the phase is over. That would suck because I didn't get the chance to play as much as I wanted to with my friends. Now, just because I'm saying this, I'm not saying scratch your goals and just fuck around. Because obviously if you guys do that, you're not gonna achieve whatever you guys want to do. I think at the end of the day, you need a good balance, right? You don't want to just aim for a goal and, remove everything else in your life that's actually enjoyable. But at the same time, you don't want to binge too much on the things that you enjoy and not take the steps towards what you actually want to achieve. So hopefully this podcast helped. Hopefully this story changed your perspective or reinforced your perspective if you were already thinking this. The TLDR is enjoy life, keep working hard. Peace.